Here we are heading into Game 3. My co-caster has disappeared. Couch was having a couple of microphone issues. Hopefully he'll be coming back. We are on Battlebase Beta with Wahab0 as the Green Soviets on the top side, and IamJuJu out on the bottom left. Purple Empire getting out that power plant, dropping down that wall segment. Pretty standard there, although the game's only been going for about 15 seconds, so there's not a lot of room for change. Looks like we have a bit of an infantry spam going on, quite possibly. Couch, you back yet?
Yeah.
Alright, so Couch is here. I can barely hear him. I don't know if you can hear him. Let me turn up my volume a little bit. Alright, Couch, you there?
Yeah.
Is there any way you can boost your mic, because you're really quiet? We do have flak troopers and bears coming out of Wahab0 and 3 dojo cores out of IamJuJu. So I think my co-caster having a couple of problems. This is a best of 5 series in the semi-finals of this Ladder Wars tournament. GameReplays.org is hosting this, and it is Red Alert 3 Ladder Wars. This was the February Ladder Wars conclusion, right? I think so. Couch is now completely gone, having some microphone issues. So we just we do have a little bit of infantry wars going on in the middle. Wahab0 taking buildings, and IamJuJu taking them right back. We just have constant infantry, basic infantry streaming. And who can really control these buildings for the longest? That's the question. IamJuJu looking to hold one of the buildings, and Couch is not here still. But we do have a little bit of lag. This game may have to be postponed. And IamJuJu clearing out the second building. Now he will be able to control both of those, but we have an infantry swell as well as a sickle from Wahab0. You back, Couch?
Don't know.
Yes, Couch is back now at levels where I can actually hear him. We have a whole bunch of conscripts with the Molotov cocktails, and the sickle has about half health. IamJuJu does evacuate those Imperial warriors out, and they both go down almost immediately.
And we see a weird kind of push by Wahab0 with his MCV and only one refinery.
So he did not get that second refinery. It is a rather well protected refinery.
Yeah. Juju has his third refinery almost up, but is getting pushed. And he's making some burst drones to take care of the sickles, which is smart.
Good move, as I don't think Wahab0 has any anti-air, so good choice out of IamJuJu.
Yeah, but yeah, exactly.
One ore collector does go down, and I don't think IamJuJu has enough electricity to power up this Defender VX. And the dojo core, or the generator core, is constantly being attacked. Does go down. One of the sickles does go down as well. How's it looking for Juju, Couch?
Bad. The MCV is deployed, and the sentry gun goes up.
Sentry gun going down, and it doesn't look like IamJuJu has anything to take care of it with. He does
Meanwhile, the expansion collector is infected.
And yeah, the ore collector at the expansion does look like it's going to be going down. IamJuJu does grab that building, hopefully going to be able to take down that terror drone once it kills the ore collector. And this series not looking too good for IamJuJu.
Indeed.
Sickle moving in. That sentry gun does finish. It's getting blocked off by walls, so good move from IamJuJu there, and both players get their power back at about the same time. And the tank buster does go down. As does the sentry gun down, which means Juju still has a fighting chance, as he does have that Defender VX in his base, going to be able to hold off some of the attacks from Wahab0, our green Soviet player. What about economy, Couch?
Wahab0 is destroying Juju's oil derrick, and he's keeping his. But Juju has one more refinery, which is 3 times the income of a oil derrick. So Juju is ahead.
So
But
Juju is ahead in the economy quite significantly.
yeah.
But not if these conscripts have their way. And
Yeah.
it looks like Wahab0 trying to drop down super reactors, trying to drop down barracks, but tank busters are just not going to let that happen. And wall segments saving the tank busters a little bit. One does go down, and it looks like they're going for the MCV, which that would be pretty huge if IamJuJu can get that MCV.
Juju should have tried to get an engineer out before the refinery dies and repair it.
Yes, that those engineers do give you that insta repair back to full health, which would have been a pretty good move. Well, gotta watch out for the Terror Drone. Terror Drone locks down the Ore Collector, which that Ore Collector is pretty good at anti-infantry. And will the barracks go down? No, the MCV is looking to go down, and that ore refinery from IamJuJu did go down. Looks like Sickle tried to get the drop on the tank busters, but it didn't work. IamJuJu just paying too much attention in this moment. But how are things looking for both players, Couch?
Pretty even.
Yeah, it seemed like IamJuJu almost, was going to lose the game, but now it's anybody's game at this point. IamJuJu has way more infantry, and he also has those anti-tank infantry to take down that MCV, in addition to having a couple of anti-infantry to take down the conscripts. And we do have, looks like, IamJuJu actually coming out pretty far ahead in that. He only lost 1 or 2 Imperial Warriors to the 3 or 4 conscripts, and those conscripts were veteran. Terror Drone does go down, MCV runs over an infantry, Sickle coming down, misses completely, but 4 tank busters do go down. Can IamJuJu get the MCV? Yes, he can.
Yes.
He gets the MCV, so no build queue out of Wahab0, and unless he wants to drop that 3,500 credits, he's not going to be able to build anything. All he's got is sickles, and IamJuJu can expand. He can build a mecha bay. Could be taking back this game. Could be taking back this series, as it is a best of 5, and we're only in game 3.
He should get out a burst drone now to kill the sickle off, and next he should build a mecha bay to get a sudden transport out in order to move his tank busters faster to the enemy base to prevent Wahab0 from building another MCV.
That would be a pretty good move, getting out that burst drone, as Wahab0 does have no anti-air, so that burst drone is most likely going to be able to detonate, and it will only take a couple of burst drones to take down that sickle, and sickle is the main worry of IamJuJu right now, as it is quite good at killing those infantry, which is all IamJuJu is producing at the moment. But Wahab0's economy is suffering, and IamJuJu, they're currently matched in economy, but IamJuJu can expand pretty freely, although not when those terror drones are out swimming around.
I guess Juju thinks that Wahab0 is massing sickles, so he spams tank busters.
But in reality, Wahab0 really only has that 1 tank buster, but he does have that terror drone. Gotta watch out. IamJuJu needs to switch the ore collector, and he doesn't get it. He doesn't get the wall segment in time. If he does decide to attack that ore collector, force the attack, he will be able to take down the terror drone without letting it escape. Terror drone does go down, sells off a power plant. He doesn't really need 2 power plants when all he's got is a barracks, but what he does need is an ore refinery, or an ore collector, I should say.
Indeed.
And this game really he's slowing down, as another MCV out of Wahab0 just came out. He's going to get his build queue back. He'll be able to expand, although I don't think he has very much money, so he may not be able to afford to expand. Only sitting at roughly 480 credits right now. Dropping down that barracks going to be able to produce spam lots of infantry. IamJuJu sitting around at about 1,000 credits, so he can afford to drop a couple. He does sell off that MCV. Not a whole lot going on in this game overall. Started out with some heavy infantry spam, kind of moved into sickles, and then both players kind of got, well, Wahab0 lost his MCV, IamJuJu kind of lost his economy, and we've just been kind of in a lull for quite a while. Looks like that engineer heading out around the left side might try and go and capture Wahab0's production facilities, or possibly the MCV. We'll have to keep an eye on that engineer. How about this engagement in the middle, Couch?
Juju only has 3 Imperial warriors. He might get some more and some burst drones in order to slow down the MCV and to kill sickles.
That would be good. He needs to take care of those bears so that they don't use their special ability to lock down all of the tank hunters, or tank busters. As that could very easily win Wahab0 the game. A couple of well-placed roars from those now 4, 5, 6 bears. 7 bears just constantly streaming across the map, going to be able to take care of those tank hunters, tank busters quite easily. How can Juju win this game?
Through luck, to be honest.
Through luck, so you think it's looking pretty slim for him now?
Yeah.
Although it was looking bad for IamJuJu in the earlier game, but he was able to come back from that, and actually kind of put himself ahead until Wahab0 got his build queue back. Trying to throw down a super reactor, trying to throw down sentry guns. Doesn't look like anything like that is going to be happening. What's the point of just dropping down these buildings right into
distraction?
Distraction? What is he going for?
I don't know. The super reactor has a lot of health, so he's only proxy dropping them in order to build a turret. But it doesn't work as there are too many tank busters.
Too many tank busters. And he only loses the portion of resources that he's spent on that building so far, right? When it gets destroyed?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not even, it's fairly cost effective, especially if you can get a big attack in like this and get some bears roaring, and the Imperial Warriors do use their special ability. Looks like they're going to be able to clean up those bears pretty well. All of the bears do go down, which that was Wahab0's main advantage. And how's this game looking now?
Still in favor of Wahab0, I'd say, because
but not if this engineer gets taken out by the terror drone. Engineer does go down, unfortunately for IamJuJu. That was good play by Wahab0 trying to get that that corrupted sickle to take down some of those infantry. Didn't quite work out as well as Wahab0 would have liked.
At this point, Wahab0 knows that Juju has no structure that could produce anything but infantry. So he might just escape to water and see what he can pull off from there.
That's actually a very good point. If Wahab0 just drops his MCV a little bit offshore, he can take an expansion, he can do whatever he wants, and there's not a whole lot IamJuJu can do. As he'd have to try and spam engineers.
I mean, Juju could spam ore collectors, which are amphibious and can get on Wahab0's nerves in the water as well.
We do have a terror drone sitting in IamJuJu's original starting location. Not sure what that's going to do. Yep, it is going for the ore collector. It does get taken out by the Defender VX. And Wahab0 deciding to take the expansion versus just going all the way back home and setting up in that second ore node in his main base. dropping down the walls as well at that expansion and getting plenty of bears. He's at 6 bears right now in a single sickle, but this infantry army from IamJuJu, if he can just get inside the base and take down these production facilities, he might be able to win the game.
At least set Wahab0 back a big bit.
Yeah, take out the production facilities, and if he's able to take out the MCV as well. Because IamJuJu, he has a pretty heavy building an anti-tank army, not a whole lot in the way of counter to bears.
Well, he has some Imperial warriors on the way.
Yeah, he's now starting to stream those across the map as the last tank buster does get there. Looks like the sickle, not going to go down, does go down, wasn't able to reverse move it far enough. Wahab0 wasn't. Imperial warriors do charge, gotta watch out for the flanking bears on the top side of that though. 2 bears do go down. We do have about 8 more. Almost all of the bears do go down.
Now it's looking bad for Wahab0.
Wahab0's looking to go down, although not if he's able to lock down all these tank busters, but not with this many Imperial warriors. So we saw this game in 2 different times go from Wahab0 had a pretty good advantage, but IamJuJu able to turn that around with only infantry. That's pretty good.
And I think he's gonna get the MCB now.
Depending on what Wahab0 gets out of this barracks, we do have 1 bear, which that bear could cause a lot of harm if IamJuJu isn't paying attention, but now that that MCV goes down, he will be able to divert his full attention and micro to these tank busters.
That was very well played by Juju. I'm not gonna say that it was luck as I claimed before, but I think it was well played.
So good play from both players. IamJuJu able to come out ahead so far, but we've seen IamJuJu turn this around. We've seen Wahab0 turn this around in this game. We'll have to see who finally takes it home. And it is partially dependent on luck, but even more than luck, just skill from these players.
Oh, a hammer tank. Now it's gonna...
But, you know, when you've got this many tank busters, 1 hammer tank isn't going to do too much, although it can.
Yeah.
If you catch those tank busters out of position, you can run over 5-10 before IamJuJu knows what's happening.
He would need more bears.
Or, if he would need some more bears, all of those tank busters just get locked down, but that hammer tank is already down. And IamJuJu moving in, possibly for the kill. Another hammer tank does come out, but those tank busters are back online, so to speak. They are no longer snoozing. Sells off. Looks like GG from Wahab0.
And we actually got a nice game.
We actually got a nice game in this best of 5. That was game 3. We were going on to game 4, possibly an ace match, 5-game series. IamJuJu was kind of dropping the joke in the previous game. He said, let's go to game 3, let's just hurry up and get this over with. But as you can see, IamJuJu proven he can take down Wahab0, and that was a pretty good game. We saw, you know, good back and forth from both players. Anything to add, Couch?
Not this time.
Well, we'll see what happens in game 4. Going on, this is Sybert, signing out.